Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to MindYourCrypto. Today we have HOLOCHAIN hot update, and of course we need one or two things in order to see HOLOCHAIN gaining its strength again and going upwards. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. It would be much important, and I would be so grateful. And of course I am already grateful for the support we take, guys. And let's dive into support and resistance levels. The major support and resistance levels right now are the 0.014 to 13 to 14. As you can see here, this rectangle area, it is very important that we keep this area, guys, and we don't fall beyond this. Then we have the 0.012 and of course a resistance level, two major resistance levels we need to focus on. First of all, the 0.017 to 18 and the 0.020. Of course we have some volume here, you can see, but the price doesn't go upwards as we would like to see. The price doesn't go upwards. Let's see the MACD. The MACD on the 4-hour frame. We have this bullish cross here. We are above the signal line. As you can see, the blue line is above the signal line, which is a good sign. But what do we need to see here is not a recross between the lines. We need to see gaining some strength forwards. We need to see regaining some distance, the blue line regaining some distance towards the signal line, because this will be very important, guys, for the daily frame. If we do that, if we do this, it will be very important for the daily frame. I will show you what I mean. And of course we need to see higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. Okay, we need to stop here and maybe afterwards see it going upwards again. We just need to stop seeing lower highs back from 28th April. We don't want to go back there or back there. Okay, we want to only go above. Like before, guys, we were so much down. You can see 23rd April. We went up all here to 28th April. But what we need to see right now is surpassing these major resistance levels. For example, here and here. Okay, so we need to surpass these levels for the MACD. Let's go to HOLOCHAIN against USDT, but we will need to see the RSI and the commodity channel index. Why we found a sell pressure here, and you can see this candle, guys, a sell pressure. It is like a superstar candle in the 4-hour frame. You can see here that we were above the 100. Okay, we were above the 100 commodity channel index in the 4-hour frame. This means that we were in an overbought situation for a very short term, 1 to 2 days, guys. And now we are going down. What we want to see here is going down. Okay, it is possible to go even further down, but we need to stop around here and go back up. We don't want to see lower lows for commodity channel index in the 4-hour frame. Same here with the RSI, guys. We aren't in an overbought or any oversold situation. According to the RSI, we are inside the 30 and 70, but as you can see here, we don't want to fall down furthermore into these support levels. Okay, we want to continue going upwards, because when a coin does good, it continues to have an upward situation and therefore higher lows and higher highs for the RSI. Let me show you something, guys, so you can understand what I mean. Back then on HOLOCHAIN, 28th March, when it had its very good run, you can see here that the lowest RSI was on 28th March and it was 61. That's what we need to see for HOLOCHAIN. And okay, we might not see these numbers like before, but we want to see higher lows and higher highs. We don't want to fall down to 4th May like it did on 4th May. Okay, we want to see higher lows and higher highs. So right now, let's go to the HOLOCHAIN against USD, and that's what I'm talking about. The daily frame for the MACD. If we see this cross, guys, if we see this cross and we go upwards regaining some strength, this will be very good news for HOLOCHAIN. This would mean that HOLOCHAIN can break through the 0.017. Okay, this can mean that it can break through. But if we fail here and go down or get resistance in the signal line, or even if we don't have the much distance we need, then we can actually assume that we might fall even more. So this is very crucial moment. The daily frame here, the MACD, you can see here, the lines are so close to each other, and we need to see a further push up for HOLOCHAIN in order to gain some movement. But if it does, then it will be very major breakout. So let's see now the RSI and the commodity channel index back on the daily frame. Nothing to worry about, but not a buying opportunity either. What we want to see here is the RSI going upwards. Same with the commodity channel index on the daily frame. We need to see higher lows and higher highs. Right now it is doing good, but we need to see it going upwards more for the daily frame. And on the Bollinger Bands here, guys, you can see that the bottom line is getting close to the top line. That's what we want to see. We want to see low volume here and of course low volatility, because guys, if we see that, then we can fuel up to go and have higher volatility. Same as like that. Same as on 5 March, guys, on 5th March, sorry, you can see 21st February, 5th March, you can see that we had this, then we went upwards. We went upwards all the way when we extended so much the top of the line of the Bollinger Band, then we went inside. You can see this superstar candle, of course, in the daily frame. And of course, right then we were consolidating for quite some time. We are now consolidating for quite some time on the daily frame. And of course, what we need to see here is a change to the momentum. Let's see the HOLOCHAIN against Bitcoin. Nothing much to say here, but for HOLOCHAIN against Bitcoin, it looks like we might see some further lower lows. For example, we might retest the 0.0, I think it's 6 zeros, yeah, 0.6023, okay, to 24. We might retest that, because right now what are we seeing is the 50-day EMA is above the 20-day EMA and the 200 EMA is above the 50-day EMA. I think it will be our resistance level line for now, and we might see possibly we might hit this level, this support level again. But what we need to see here for HOLOCHAIN against Bitcoin is this trend, guys, is the top line connecting the top line, okay, right here to the bottom line. Then we can see if we can get into a squeeze point here where we can actually move upwards or downwards. We will see about that. Right now, according to the RSI and the commodity channel index, we don't have any risk involved or any overbought or any oversold situation, but we want to see higher lows and higher highs for HOLOCHAIN against Bitcoin as well. Let's see the daily frame. On the daily frame, as I've told you multiple times, guys, we haven't lost our position. We are getting into a squeeze point. You can see here the candles that they actually appear like you cannot see by the naked eye, guys. You can see here they are so small. This means that we are having low volume. This means that we are getting into a squeeze point where we want to see if we will go downwards or upwards. Very critical moments for HOLOCHAIN against Bitcoin, but against USDT also, and that's where I am going. I am going now to the price analysis. As you can see here, guys, back on the 4-hour frame from the stop, we had the squeeze point here, lower, higher lows, lower highs, where we eventually went up, testing the 0.017 to 18. Then we were going downwards, having lower highs, higher lows here, guys, as you can see. And now what we want to see is a beautiful squeeze point here, where we can actually go upwards or downwards. What it depends from? It depends from the MACD here. You can see the daily frame. We want to see this nice growth between the blue line and the signal line going upwards. We need to see the blue line now going upwards, the signal line going downwards, blue line regaining some strength. So right now we want to see this growth in order to say that HOLOCHAIN in the next hours or in the next 1 to 2 days, it might go upwards, retesting the 0.017 to 18. But of course, for me, guys, we need to see, first of all, the 20-day EMA staying above the 50-day EMA, because as you can see here, it has almost crossed the 50-day EMA, but we need to see it gaining some further distance from the 50-day EMA. So the next few hours are very critical. As you can see here, the 20-day EMA is upon the 50-day EMA, the blue line here is upon the signal line, and of course, what do we have when we will have a buying opportunity for the short term? We will have it when we cross the 0.017 to 18. That's where we will have a clear buying opportunity, and you can put, not in financial advice, guys, but you can invest some money there, because I will explain why. And I will explain why, how by the naked eye you can see major support and resistance levels. For example, why this is a major resistance level. First of all, we hit it multiple times back in the day, and it was our support level also. You can see here 11th April, you can see here, guys, 11th April at 16th April also, and before. If you want to draw a line by yourself, you can see here on the impulsive wave, the most important one is when we had this impulsive wave, we found resistance in these lines when we had this impulsive wave. So the 0.5 line and the 0.382 are very, very important lines. And of course the 0.618, you can see here almost it is upon the resistance we found on the impulsive wave. You can see here some imbalances also, some imbalances when institutions get in. In these imbalances, the orders here, you can see the order sell pressure. We have a very sell pressure. The institutions getting in this price, then they can do whatever they want. We have imbalances in all the cases. As you can see here, we can see it in the 4-hour frame. And right now 0.5 is very important one, as along with 0.382. We found resistance for 0.5 multiple times, 2 times. So what I would do if I were you guys, what I would do, I would go there, let me zoom out a bit and let's delete every other support levels. I discussed about it anyway. The major support level is the 0.013 to 14, this area guys. And of course, as we go above the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, that means the 0.020 is our main goal to break. If we break this, then we can look forward to hit also the 0.022 to 23. So I would buy some more here, but the major resistance level for me now is the 0.020. That's where I would put most of my money because you minimize the risk. And I have the 3 rules, guys. Always have buying strategy, first of all, buying strategy, secondly, exit strategy, and of course, patience. If you don't have patience, you have lost all your money. I can assure you that, because cryptocurrency market with its high volatility and its high drop downs or actually pump ups, it is very possible that you lose your emotions, that you panic, and of course that you sell when you are in a loss. So you need patience. Never sell when you bought here at the top and we are experiencing a bottom trend line, okay? And you see that we are having a correction. Most people tend to sell here when they bought here, tend to sell here in order so they can transfer their money into another altcoin so they can take profits. But that is a very, very bad mistake. You should buy more as we dip down, and in that way, if you buy more and more as we dip down, then eventually we will go upwards and retest some important higher levels for the midterm, and then you will take profits. So always have a buying strategy and exit strategy. And of course here for me, we need to surpass some major resistance level, and the next hours for the HOLOCHAIN are very critical. We can go down if the daily frame, the MACD in the daily frame gets rejected by the signal line, or we can go upwards if it regains some strength. And of course here you can see, guys, we might as well get into a squeeze point and then go upwards. So everything is possible now for the HOLOCHAIN. And of course, the next hours are very critical. The ones I like here, guys, is that the 20-day EMA, it has to go above the EMA, and it seems like it has touched and went above, but it needs to regain some strength. And of course, the MACD here, we need to see this cross, and we need to see this cross for the daily frame, because it will be the first time after 10th April, it will be the first time that we are seeing a cross on the daily frame. So this will be very, very good. If this happens, I will keep updating, guys. Do not worry about that. But right now you can see buying strategy, and of course, guys, never sell your position. Never sell your position, because you have to be smart and realize we had this hammer candle right here on the 4-hour frame, 2 big engulfing candles. We went upwards, guys, as you can see, and now we are having lower highs, higher lows. We need to see where we will go from there. Of course, these are our targets we need to break, and right now the MACD has to cross the signal line, the orange line, and go above. Okay, that is very important as well. I will keep updating, of course, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. See you soon with many, many more videos. Bye.